Juuling, also known as vaping, was thought to be a better alternative to smoking. With the recent outbreak of lung diseases and deaths around the country, is it really the best alternative? Today I'll be sharing differences in news coverages and discussing the vaping controversy. We all have heard of vaping and possibly know people who partake in it. So, we should know the risk of vaping and educate ourselves on the topic. I've studied many sources, articles, and reports to make sure that I present a wide variety of coverage on this topic. I will be explaining the story's background, the coverage of the story itself, and the news coverage. Now let's look more closely into the background of this outbreak. Reports of vaping has changed over the years. At first, vaping was thought to be the best alternative to smoking with little health risk. As Julia Belluz from Vox puts it, when e-cigarettes first appeared on the store shelves a few years back, they were marketed as a sleek, discreet technology that could help adult smokers kick a potentially deadly habit. Another 2019 news article from the U.S. News states, in August of this past summer, the first reported death due to vaping illness occurred. This death occurred after a report of over 193 vaping-related respiratory illness investigations. Since then, the reports of illness and deaths have increased tremendously, now totaling over 800 lung diseases cases and 12 deaths and counting. The vaping controversy has brought fear and loss of jobs to many people. Due to health issues and the money that is at stake, this issue involves many different media sources and people. There were differences of opinion this past year, but news sources like Fox News, CNN, and NBC seem to agree but focused on different outcomes. An article by Jacob Greer titled "We Are Completely Overreacting to Vaping" states that people who are anti-smoking should not be assuming that vaping is as bad as smoking. This article was written in January 2019, which is before the first death was recorded due to lung illness from vaping. On October 3rd, the CDC released a statement that recommends, quote, consider refraining from using e-cigarette or vaping products, particularly those containing THC. Danielle Wallace from Fox News reported from the position of Congress, and they seemed infuriated. The committee chairman, Frank Pallone Jr., firmly stated, quote, I firmly believe that many aspects of the youth vaping epidemic could have been addressed if the FDA had moved forward with reviewing all e-cigarettes on the market when it first had a chance 2 years ago. NBC, on the other hand, has found that 2 American Army soldiers have also been affected in this controversy. Erica Edwards describes that one of the soldiers is here in America recovering, while the other is hospitalized overseas due to severe lung illness. CNN is just full-blown against adolescents vaping, with an article titled, How to Convince, Scare, or Bribe Your Kids Not to Vape. The writer of the article, David G. Allen, goes further in depth into how to prevent your children from vaping, or if your child is already vaping, how to help them take steps in recovery. There are many questions and jobs lost to this controversy. There's currently no known factor that's causing the epidemic, but many researchers are currently looking for it. The CDC have stated in the U.S. article written by Doug Stangeland, quote, we do not yet know the specific cause of these injuries. The investigation has not identified any specific e-cigarette or vaping products or substances that is linked to all cases. A well-known vaping / e-cigarette business named Juul has had their struggles with the recent epidemic. Their struggles have included resignations and loss of money. The resignation came from the CEO, Kevin Burns, who is now replaced by Casey Crosthwaite. Crosthwaite was the chief growth officer of Altria, which is the big investor of Juul. Juul also has delayed all TV, print, and digital ads. Juul also announced that they will comply to any federal policies regarding to vaping products. Massachusetts have been heavily involved in the vaping dilemma by banning the product. Hannah Knowles from the Washington Post states, quote, Massachusetts will place a 4-month ban on all sales of vaping products, ushering in the most extensive state-level crackdown on e-cigarettes after a mysterious illness has afflicted hundreds and killed 9 people. Now you are informed on the background, the coverage, and who affected from the vaping controversy. Sometimes looking at a little deeper into coverage, news coverage can make a world of difference whether you think it is biased or not. Knowing the details of a news source is so important before you state your opinion. Just like it's important to educate yourself before you involve yourself